There we go. Looks like we're up and running. So hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Super Robot Wars. Quick second. There we go. Okay, so last time we finished up a bunch of side stuff. We also completed a secret and got Nay and Gabla to join up with us. And now it looks like we're getting Unicorn in some form down there. Which I'm gonna guess is the frickin' NT Gundam Upgrade, finally. Dude's been needing one of those for a long time, honestly. Sounds like Lieutenant Quattro's going to host the next mission briefing. So I guess that means we're up against Zeon this time? Yeah, probably. They've been pretty quiet lately, I guess, but still. What do you think? Given how Shar's acting, I think we can trust whoever is backing him. The group at Axis. Seems to me they're looking to stop whatever the Republic of Zeon is doing. That's just why they're supporting us through Shar. I suspect they were also involved in establishing the Ligue Militaire. So one of the Jin Gundams is the Zeon man. Do we really give a damn, especially now? Not like the Drykus doesn't take in just about anyone from anywhere else. That's fair. As long as our goals align, I suppose it doesn't matter who they side with. I've asked you all to attend this briefing so we can talk about the actions of Zanskar as well as Zeon, their allies. Furthermore, I cannot reveal my source for this information here. I know that is unreasonable, but I ask you to trust me. No one's gonna try to pry into your background at this point, Lieutenant. As long as your information seems believable and useful, we'll take advantage of it. Thank you. Lieutenant, for what we've seen so far, it's clear Zanskar is working on preparing some kind of major operation, one that will decide the entire war. That's what they're calling the Angel's Halo, right? A wide area mind control system that utilizes the Psychomu. Has the Guaza uprising affected Zanskar in any way? At least on the surface, there's been no clear response. However, my supposition is that if there is a fracture inside Zanskar, it will reveal itself very soon. However, the Republic of Zeon has chosen to take an entirely neutral stance to this. And no longer aiding Zanskar then? Zanskar and Zeon have always been fundamentally incapable of coexisting. Therefore, I assume Zeon has decided now is the time to let its enemies fight and aim to strike when they're weakened. Still, this will drain our enemies of some of their forces at least. And Zeon wants to sit around waiting, that's all good for us. This also means Zeon would be abandoning the action team they've been using until now. You mean Zoltan Akinen's group? Exactly, they've been disguising themselves as Sleeves remnants, but apparently they went too far. They've endangered a colony with a very violent battle. They were revealed as a Republic unit that would knock Zeon support out from under them. The Republic, afraid of exactly that, was going to try to shut down the Sleeves remnants so that the Republic would appear as guardians of order. However, once the unit itself learned of that, they apparently started acting on their own, separate from the chain of command. And now that group's here in the Glaston sector. But why though? Even if they were shut down, that would only be on the surface, right? Ultimately, Zoltan Akinen takes any rejection as humiliation worse than death, I fear. The inheritor of the Red Comet. From how he's acting, it's safe to say he'll never fill those shoes. We still can't get careless. One way or another, he has that massive mobile armor. The Neo Zeon. If he get it working, those Phoenix should show up again. You're taking like this is not your problem, but let's check notes here. Oh yeah, you gave it to them. Michelle. Fact is, one way or another, that machine alone could turn this whole war around. Now, as a researcher, I gotta say, Unicorn's the same way, but I can't help but wonder how anyone came up with the breakthroughs required for that thing. Apparently, that machine's core technology is a massive black boxes even to the Sleeves involved in the development of the first unit. At this point, it's not really even a weapon, is it? Something beyond the laws of reality, basically a mobile armor-shaped Majin, huh? It is something that could bring about the destruction of the world, so the Phoenix will come. It will come to erase this singularity. That's what Rita's duty is. We're adding more Psychoframe to the narrative? Yeah, it wasn't really part of the original plan, but it should improve its handling. With Yono aboard, I'd say you can expect more than just better handling. Do you think it will be able to communicate with the Phoenix, with Rita? Is that what you want ultimately too? That was your plan, once you drawn out the Phoenix by having us fight Zeon, wasn't it? So you knew then. I could figure it out. If we could obtain the Phoenix, man can overcome death. If you truly understood what that meant, you'd see why capturing the Phoenix has to be our first priority over anything else. You really think so? If we could determine that means to transfer a soul into Psychoframe, man would never need to fear death again. Free from their frail flesh and bodies, able to traverse space without fear. That has been the lifelong dream of Chairman Louis O'Woman, who Miss Michelle is working for. Now it makes logical sense to my mind, but I don't know. Feels like my mind's senses can't really conceive of it. How could you, the world's most advanced new type, say such a thing? Because that's the limit of mankind as it stands today. That's why no one can use Psychoframe, even if their purpose is noble. You reject progress because it breaks your taboos and preconceptions. I'm disappointed in all of you. You call it whatever you wish. Still, you shouldn't give up on all of humanity quite yet. It's only been 100 years since humanity turned space from an empty void into a place to call home. These revolutions don't need to be rushed. Till the proper time comes, people must learn to forgive each other when they fail to reach an understanding. You may call that ridiculous, but I believe that is the only path that leads to that revolution. Lieutenant's got it right. Humanity still treasures their senses in human experience. I don't think we're ready to overcome death. But, Miss Michelle, overcoming death isn't just my father's dream, it's my dream too. Because then, not having to be afraid of death means not having to lie anymore. The way we betray and hurt others is everything we do because it's what we have to do to live. Taking, being taken from, losing. Now that you finally feel like speaking what you really feel. What? None of us are complete new types, so ultimately there's a lot that can't be said unless you speak your mind. I'm sure Ensign Yona's waiting to hear that too. Where is the ensign? I believe he's in his quarters aboard the Dry Strugger. Miss Michelle, Brick, please attend to the narrative setup. Ensign Yona, Miss Michelle certainly thought that you would be the perfect bait with your connection to Rita Bernal. There's more to it than that. Miss Michelle wants to prove this to you just as much. Thank you, Shakti. I'm glad you told me about this. I don't really know where this voice, if it's Rita's or not, but nonetheless, it's helped me make my decision. Ensign Yona? Yona. Miss Michelle. I'll be going. Now, Uso Shakti, if you don't mind, stay here and listen to this. Okay? What do you mean? Rita's close by. She's asking for us to help her. Do you think you're the only one who can hear her voice? Michelle, Rita's dead. There's something like her consciousness in there, but it's not a life anymore. There's no such thing as eternal life, so that which was started by the living has to be ended by the living. Please, Yona, put an end to this. You sure that's okay? It's not a question of whether it's okay or not. This was set in stone a long time ago. We have to do this. That's the reason we're here. Ensign Yona, Mrs. Shell. Hey, Usa, you take care of Shakti, okay? Don't be like us, understood? Of course you two are close enough that maybe you don't need to worry about you. Yes, there's still stuff that I can do. I have to prepare. Miss Michelle. What follows myth? Well, okay then! Having Miss Michelle do that while she's apparently trying to pull something makes a bit more sense than suddenly us losing freaking Shakti. Are you ready, Lieutenant Alec? The dry cruise will be here any moment. I know that. Guess you don't have time for the words of a failed red comet. That's not... Oh, please don't start pretending now. After your conversation you had with Monaghan Bacaro, your words are worth nothing. You're my watchdog. If we go back to the homeland, I'll be punished for going too far. Executed even. You want to do something like this too if you heard a conversation like that. Whoops. Even so, threatening us. You're treating my life as a thing you get to chuck in the trash. What did you think was gonna happen? The rest of you know too, right? If you try to run for it, I'll hound you to the ends of the earth and kill you. I'll be done real soon, just by a little time until I'm ready. Then you can go ride bikes or whatever you want. You better keep that promise. I think your bigger concern is finding the dry cruise and not dying myself. There the Gundam C-Packs. Ooh. About time we got something, huh, Kiba? And we got so many people in the hundreds now. Yeah, sure, Tamaki, why not? We're bringing Excel in, so we gotta bring Kyosuke, right? And lastly... Well, I think we should probably bring Uso. Oh wait, actually, I think I just realized something. I think this is one of the Katagina missions. Basically, we just need to make sure we beat her. We've sighted deployed Zeon forces. Doesn't look like the Neo Zeon's on the field. Still, this is unquestionably the team that had it. He'll show up, I'm sure. The M3 gas tanks. Was there a reason they were waiting for us here? If those tanks ignite, the explosion would be colossal. We'll need to be wary of them. Captain Bright, I'd like you to take command on this mission. All units deploy. Engage the Zeon forces. Helium-3 is a stable condition which shouldn't cause too much of it to explode. They keep an eye out regardless. I don't know if it's because of the additional psycho frame or what, but my senses are a lot sharper than normal. Rita, Michelle and I are here too. Well, okay, thanks for the warning game. So, what we got here? Oh, doesn't look like it has a new, ability attached to it. This thing's gonna get more stuff as we go along, isn't it? That's way too anemic of a move list to really be the final setup for him. Newsflash, Mika is still Mika. I should probably do my usual. Whoops. And yep, he hit 150. Aww. He doesn't have enough oomph. Close though. Want to let Yona pick up the first kill over here. Okay, he didn't get hit. Just felt like I needed to check. No lines there? Not a bad beam saber animation. Okay, that's surprisingly accurate for them. I know they're real types, so that makes them more accurate than the supers, but still. It's Masaki, you know? Aww. So close. Damn! Took off half his health. Definitely not what I was expecting there. Probably should have done that first. No surprise that Koji can just one-shot people. Very nice. Yay, oh, it's hit 100. Okay, these guys have all hit 100. There we go. Actually, I should probably be given that Takami. Very nice. Oh, Tamaki, not Takami. Yeah.
あいつの相手は僕がする。言ったからにはやってみせろよ。こういう時はこれだ。撃ち抜く。はあ。
About to say, watch him crit and kill him in one hit. Mess up all my plans. So they actually pronounce that awesome? And Koji just got more nuts. Grab Kyosuke with that, just because, you know, gotta keep him near Ryzen. Oh boy. Even when the enemy is freaking disrupted, he still has 50-50 shots of getting hit. Oh good, he didn't get hit. Can't he? Nope. There we go.
Access code. Gridman Kaiwa. 俺を使え。グリッドマン。キャリバー。
Very nice. I think we've taken about half of the enemy in this first turn. So I'm gonna do that. This way he can use the Wings of Light and get his energy restored by the Dry Striker next turn. Yes, retreat. Dude totally ain't dead. Okay then. Interesting choice there. It wasn't nothing, that's for sure. Really? So rare to see the enemy actually attack the same person more than once in a row. Nice. Dumbass. At some point, I'm just gonna max out all of her upgrades. I don't know, dude. You seem to have the worst mobility out of all the real types. You're going to win this battle sooner or later. Where do you think you're going, Lieutenant Alec? The battle's not over. Zoltan! Not even trying to use my rank anymore. It's cool. You still earned a reward for holding the line until I could get ready. Let me free you. Aw, come on. My money. Man isn't shooting at us, he's shooting his allies. As promised, you're free. Free from the weighty burden of life, that is. You dare? Calling me that word, failure. It hurts and it makes me mad. Calm down, I was just... You were what? A member of my team, right? Or did you think you were holding my leash? And... yep. What's going on? He shot all his eyes, now it's just him. Let's get started now. Time for my solo performance. This is the EFF Damas team. We're here to back up the dry crews. No, you're here to get killed. Get out of there! The mobile armor's no more normal weapon. And here comes the imbecile Mook squad to kick things off. Ladies and gentle dorks, don't take things too seriously or end up playing the fool. What's he doing with those cables? Why are they stabbing the EFF mobile suits? Oh no! Ha ha ha! Welcome to the stage, puppets! Now that you're up here, you're going to keep dancing until you die on my strings! My controls aren't working! Those cables must be used to hijack enemy mobile suits. Exactly! Now they're my loyal, faithful servants. How can you stand to kill your allies and replace them with these puppets? It's coming! There you are, Phoenix! Glad all the actors could make their cues. Guess you're not too big on the script, though. Whatever, you're just a shell, a shadow. Can't really do anything without a living human catalyst. Come on now, I'm just controlling their machines with my own. Isn't that better than digging into the minds of the people piloting them? Zoltan Akinen, you're a dangerous man. It's time to stop you. All units, focus your fire on the Neo Zeon. Don't hit the cockpits on the Jackets, no matter what. This feeling, I feel Rita trying to pull at my consciousness. Yona! Rita, let's do it together. Oh, good. Come on. If you don't take me seriously, I'll definitely end the whole world. Oh boy, yeah, we better rush this shit if the freaking Neo Zeong is going to try... Okay, it did say we couldn't shoot these guys down, right? You couldn't even break through Cowlin's barrier, dude. The Jaegers are departing the battlefield. All units, take note. The enemy will abandon any machine if it's not able to fight. Don't hit their cockpits, showing that we won't follow the script. I guess that is technically your strongest move here, isn't it? Aw, so close. They keep using their freaking Vulcans.
やらなきゃやられるんだ。うわー、ヒーローになるんだ。生存本能に逆らわないで方向性を、みんなを守る力を。
Barely killed it. Oh, you sweet summer child. Oh hey, they actually used their beam saber and did barely any damage. That's where that's such a redundant name. I mean, what does fire do outside of burn? Up, he double turns. I had a feeling he would. He's already got persist up.
なかなか強いプレッシャーを放つじゃないか。あんまり生真面目にやってるとバカ見ちゃうよ。ダメージの割には揺れるな。
At least he's closer to us now. I think that was Mega Particle Cannon, most likely. Handy. And of course he's got double action. He doesn't have guard, thankfully, but he does have potential. It's such an annoying one, isn't it? Yes, I am aiming straight for him and ignoring the other guys because, you know, that... Okay. Anyway, I was just a bit concerned about the Phoenix going and killing itself. Well, I have a feeling something's gonna show up here. Watch out, something else is coming. That's... So the Dry Cruise and Zeon deserters are killing each other. Did she apparently let her hair down? Miss Katagina, it's you aboard that mobile suit, isn't it, Miss Katagina? You're right, Uso, it's me with the complete Gotral in my hands. You don't scare me at all anymore. Please stop that, Miss Katagina. We can't just let that mobile armor go free. It'll do something terrible. No, before that happens, you're all going to meet an even more terrible end. I'll see to it. Oh, hell yes, that scare woman. I feel the disgusting sludge of emotion in your heart flowing into me through the psycho frame. Don't you dare speak like you know me. Yes, that emotion, that unfulfilled longing, it synchronizes with me perfectly. My consciousness is expanding to encompass infinity. Now I can do it. That power, it's a psycho field. Everything I've ever had was sacrificed for the stupid slogan and ideals. Seeing Zeon for the Psycho Prosperity Sphere. Oh, Psycho Frame, you wonder, star shaking, whatever you are, drain everything from me and punish these fools. Minovsky particles are hyper-concentrating that area. All Healing 3 takes are approaching critical. That mobile armor just do something? I sure did. This is the power of the Neo Zeon and my power. An evil heart overlapping with an evil heart, dragging everything down a dark path. This goes unchecked, the world will. This bad cat to that Healing 3 undergoes nuclear fusion like this, the destruction will be cataclysmic. Don't think if even one tank will cause the other tanks to go critical and they'll all explode in a huge chain. If that happens, the heated shockwave would engulf the colonies in the area and the shattered fragments of the colony would fall out of orbit and down onto Earth. If the wreckage of the 3 colonies fell down on Earth and make Operation British look like a game of lawn darts. Even worse than the entire 1-year war. Would that be the end of Earth? That sounds perfect. Then Maria can reach out and offer salvation and you are lucky enough to survive. Miss Katagina, that's horrible. I can feel it, Phoenix, that shadow possessing your machine. You were a cyber new type, weren't you? A mere 100 years since humanity took to living in space, asking everyone to become new types after just that is beyond ridiculous. Evolution isn't some weekend hangout project. We're just dolls built to look and act like that dream, but you're different, aren't ya? If you died and then became something beyond human, if you're a real new type now, then I'll take that power for my own. Rita! All units, back up Yona! Psst, your camaraderie is so touching, but that just makes me hate it even more! You don't need to take sole responsibility for handing over the Neo Zeon. Thank you, Brick, but I'm going. Having more Psychoframe will help give the narrative the advantage. I need to deliver as much Psychoframe to Yona as we can get him. Still, I don't care if it means my death. I have to go. I'll accompany you. Shakti? I know what it feels like to know you have to do something. The girl with enough power to hear the Phoenix might be able to. Alright, Shakti, I'll accept your help. Shakti. Susie, take care of Olabi, okay? Yeah, I promise. Uso, I'll be back. Aluio and co-transport just launched. Michelle Luio, you're insane. Yona! You scatter a bunch of Psychoframe around? Use my life. It's yours, Rita. I've been waiting to give it back for so long. Came all the way out here to die, huh? Just stop already. Shakti? You're suffering as much as anyone. People just aren't. We just aren't ready to use that machine's power. Just the will of Rita and Michelle? You idiotic women! Michelle! Shakti! Old types only understand physical phenomena. They can see a miracle occur right before their eyes, and they don't even try to understand what it means. People haven't changed, and they never will. People like you and me will just be torn apart for those miracles. Don't ya friggin' get it? You're wrong, Zoltan. People will change. Now is the only moment. Humanity still has the future. Will you old lump shut up already? Move, narrative. I need to rescue Michelle. Ensign Yoda, can you hear me? Miss Michelle has chased the Phoenix with you for a very simple reason. If the soul is real and if it can be placed inside Psychoframe, then death isn't the end. It means you can see her again, see Rita Bernal. If she can make that happen, that maybe she can finally be forgiven. Forgiven by Rita Bernal, forgiven by herself, and more than anyone, forgiven by you. Nothing else ever really mattered. Michelle only wanted you to. Michelle! Yoda, go! What was that? Luo and Coke transport test exploded? But it didn't explode, it warped away. That can't be! Michelle! What was the point? What was it all for? Nothing good came of this. Not for Rita, not for Michelle. But there's so much fear, so much pain. Why? Why do they have to suffer so much? None of us should have even been born if life has nothing but suffering. Why are we here? Just to suffer? Michelle, Rita, you'll lend me your power? Oh, come on, die already! What are you gonna accomplish by dumping your suit? Rita, I'm coming! You! Where did that shot come from? Amos is the one that helped us before! So he's here too. Rita! Rita, you said you wanted to be a bird if you were reborn. If you'll become a bird, I'll also be a bird. And Senyona's taking the Phoenix! That's its destroy mode. Unicorn pilot over here. Got it! So you're the one with the Phoenix now, huh? This should be good. Come on, let's settle everything here and now with everything we've got. That won't end everything. But right now, I have to fight to stop you. Rita, Michelle, let's all go, all together. Oh, come on. So we have to destroy it again, and we need to make sure we kill Katagina before that. Is that all you've got news? Is this my... Oh, no, no. Why then? Why was I even born? What? He suffered... Why did it tell us to beat him to start? I guess that was supposed to be a low HP event when we get the Phoenix and all that, but I kind of forced it. Oops. I think we do have enough Katagina points now, though, so we should be fine. Helium-3 compression is halted. There's no danger of an explosion now. Furthermore, the Jaegeds appear to have regained control of their own suits. I need to report this to Chronicle. You sound very curious what you're going to do now that you've lost Shakti. Sanscare's retreated as well, but Michelle's, she's fine. What I'm trying to say is I rescued your friends. Who are you? I hope you'll let me join your battle. About time you showed up, Bonager. You only showed up for like one scene way earlier on, and all of a sudden he's back. When he picked up this drifting escape pod, I was not expecting you of all people inside it. Weren't you scared, Shakti? No, I was sure that you would come to collect me. Incredible, Princess. You're definitely cut out to be Queen Maria's successor, that's for certain. Will you take me to my mother? Of course we will. Does Uso know you're doing this? No, but I believe Uso would be able to feel that I'm still alive. You really like getting on my nerves, don't you? Uso, everyone, and the people inhabiting the Phoenix, I'll do what I can, just like all of you, for our world. So then Shakti, to refuse to be rescued and stay aboard the escape pod. So then Shakti might still be adrift in space. Why the hell did you just let her do that? Stop, Odella. Shakti has her own plans. What plan is that? I don't know either, but if it's what Shakti wants... Besides, I believe that Shakti's still alive. Uso! I'm sure Shakti's trying to end this war. I'm sorry, Uso. I appreciate you saying that, but we still probably shouldn't have let her go. I couldn't find it in me to stand in the way of her determination. Michelle. Well, I guess I failed to die. I think we can live with that. Did you meet Rita? Yeah, but this isn't over yet. Yes, I assume that's why the Phoenix is willing to remain here with us. Thank you for rescuing us and recovering the narrative. Maybe assume you're here because you want to cooperate with us? You may. Thank you, and thanks to her too. We don't intend a man to know who you're with. We're glad to have you. Thank you very much. We don't pry into your personal history, so don't worry. Bright Noah agrees with me on this. Thank you. Rita drew us together, him and our group. Thank you, now I can finally say what I want to. I'm so sorry, Rita. Michelle and I will fight with you, Rita, together, just like we were so long ago. I'm not entirely clear on everything that just happened, but that should keep Zeon quiet for a while. Now the only question is how Zanskare acts. Captain Mito, please come to the bridge immediately. What happened, Leanne? We have a communication for Karulum Val at the Quaestors. From Karulum? Karulum Val. Pardon me, Mitsuba. It seemed you were attending to other matters. I didn't mean to intrude. Did you actually seek my pardon? Well, I suppose. What should you say at a time like that? I'm sorry? Very well, what do you need? I've come to offer you an invitation. An invitation? Up until now, we Quasters have tested you, or more accurately, Earth humans, through a multitude of measures. I would like to take the chance to announce the results of our testing. I assume that will be our declaration of war. I hope you will come see for yourself what exactly it is. We invite you to Antarctica on Earth. Go there when you are fully prepared. We eagerly await you, Dry Cruise. Oh, we've actually hit that game, I think. An invitation from the Quasters. Captain, yes, I know. In order to understand the Quasters' identity and goals, and to end our conflict with them, once we are fully prepared, the Dry Cruise will head to Antarctica, then finally. She got a better support ability. God, I didn't mean for it to go that way. Oz OP, don't nerf. We apparently have a new front we can fight on, huh? Oh, we only have Judgment left. And that is where we decide if we're going towards the true ending or not. So let's see, where is our new dude? Oh hey, there's the Silver Bullet. New type level 9, but of course he is. He's already a great ace. At 150 plus morale, activates the Seal Spirit at the start of Unfade. Triggers once per map. Well then. Huh. Apparently it doesn't have NTD or anything like that, unfortunately. Where the heck is... Oh, here it is. Let's deal with that. I'm gonna guess it has much better moves once it hits NTD. Oh, and he's new type level 7 now. Yeah, 130 plus morale and new type level 5 plus. It enables the NTD command that switches the unit into destroy mode. Oh, is it not time limited like the original Unicorn was? One of those. And I need to run to the bathroom before we jump into what I'm gonna guess is a major mission, you know? So I'll do that as fast as I can and be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Gosh. Okay, it's time to go judge. Ooh, a 10-way battle, huh? Ah, damn it. Here we go. The time has come, Kurulum. Magister's master, so you've reached the answer. This is just like any other civilization we met before. After several thought experiments and rigorous debates, we've reached a conclusion. That is the way of the Quasars, pursuers of the ultimate truth. Kurulum, you must thank those who have participated in our thought experiments and bring our warning to the survivors of Eos. That is your duty as the new ruler of the planet. I understand. In the name of the Quasars, you must tell the Earthlings their future. This is the conclusion brought upon by the people of Earth themselves. We are merely supporting it. We are the Quasars, seekers of the truth in a godless world. We're almost to Antarctica. I hope this will finally clear up who the Quasars are and what their purpose is. Yeah. Since they have extraterrestrial origins, Chief Taika and Chief Akamatsu will also be present at the meeting. I see. With Tronkai, you seem out of it. I know this isn't the best moment, but there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about for a long time. Now you mentioned it back in the Trinary Solar System when you became Genesis Gagar. You said we'd have a long talk later on. I did. I want to have the talk now, Makoto. Yes? Will you marry me? Yes. But come on, I know you well enough to know that's not what all you wanted to talk about.
That was just kind of like a thing, I guess.
Oh boy, you really do know me too well, Makoto. Of course I do. We've known each other for how long now? So, about marriage. Before we left for the Trinary Solar System, they gave me a full medical exam, do you remember? I remember how Swan and Papillon played around with you in the name of collecting evoluter samples. The truth is, I heard the results of the genetic sample just before we left. Apparently my evoluter genes are almost impossible to suppress. So, they're extremely dominant? Long story short, my children will always be evoluters without fail. But isn't that a good thing? If all of humanity became evoluters, we'd have a lot less to fear from attacks like this. Yes, that's true, but if I happen to have a trait that makes me more vulnerable to genetic disorders, it would be inherited by all my descendants. Oh, right, we can't reliably screen for it. And also in the distant future, there might be a conflict or discrimination between evoluters and normal humans. Think of how Amuro was treated after the 1-year war. It would be that all over again. You've been worrying about this all by yourself all this time. But you've also been thinking about it, haven't you? I have. Besides, I don't want to have children with anyone other than you, Makoto. I mean, I'm a semi-evoluter myself, crossed between human and the new machine spirit species. Right, crossing our genes would mean fusing the G-stone with the Z-seed, and no one can predict what that might cause. So, we're not allowed to have children. It's not about whether we're allowed to have them or not. I personally think that we shouldn't, but I don't want to choose for the both of us. That's why I wanted to talk about it with you. I feel the same way, Guy. More than anything, I want to be with you. I do want to marry you. Besides, just because we can't have children doesn't mean we can't be parents. That's right, we can adopt them. You know very well that blood alone doesn't make a family, just like Mamoru or Ikumi. And when one day our kids will ask us, are you not our real daddy and mommy? We'll tell them, of course we are, we just had you a little differently. You got it. Guy, let's raise lots of kids. I want at least enough for a full baseball team. No, I'd sell for a full soccer team. First, I think we have to ensure humanity has a future. We have to end the senseless war between humans, the Quasars, and 000. We'll do it, Makoto. We'll keep fighting for everyone out there. Yes, together we'll overcome any hardship.
We're bringing all the ships, apparently. Excluding the NSX, which is guarding the perimeter, each ship has arrived at the point designated by Kurulum. Why would the Quasars summon the dry crews? I imagine they're going to reveal the result of their testing of humanity. Or maybe it's a declaration of war. That is one of the possibilities we're expecting.
Either way, we should finally be able to find out who these people actually are. The Quasars are coming!
Welcome to these frozen lands, dry crews.
Spare us the pleasantries, Kurulum.
Oh, we're simply trying to greet you the Earth way. Would you allow me inside your ship? This is a rare occasion after all.
Very well, may be able to understand each other better if we talk face to face.
A sensible answer, Mitsubai. I trust those are your own words.
What is that supposed to mean?
I can see my remark was unwarranted. I'll be there shortly.
Leanne, guide his machine toward Hangar 1. If they're willing to fight, we'll answer in spades. Yes, ma'am.
Should I have every mobile team stand by on the other ships just in case?
Make it so, XO. Come if you dare, Quasters. I'm ready to take you all on.
Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Carulum Valve, Action Commander of the Quasters. First of all, I must apologize for coming here without bringing a present. This is extremely rude of me.
There's no heart in your apology. You didn't get what the captain told you at all, did you?
No, I see. You must be Oz. I said some sweetness behind those bitter words. You are worthy of standing before your future king.
Could you not call yourself our king? That just feels wrong.
Alas, that was not my own decision.
So that's Carulum Val. Just like we thought, he doesn't look like an earthling. He's so hot, my eyes are gonna burn out if I stare too much. He's hard to describe, maybe unearthly?
Carulum, no need to serve me tea and biscuits. There's enough hospitality for the time being.
Aren't you a little too cheerful?
I might be. See, I've been looking forward to this day. Mitsuba, how I've longed to see you.
Stay away from the captain. You lay one finger on her, I'll show you where you stand. It's all right, Oz. Carulum, I want to know the reason you called us here.
As you know, we Quasters have asked you several questions during our previous interactions. You should know that if it was an experiment, we were testing you Earthlings, and we have now reached a conclusion which I'm here to present. A conclusion, you say? You're free to do your own experiments, but why do you need to let us know the results? We, the Quasters, are pursuers of the ultimate truth. According to the conclusion we reach, in other words, according to the truth, we hand down our judgment upon a civilization.
Your judgment?
First you're king, now you're the judge. Who the hell do you think you are? You fancy yourselves gods? It would be within our rights, after all.
You annihilated the divine civilization Eos.
Exactly.
And seeking suspicion that was the case.
It's true then. Oust was destroyed by the Quasters. How much do you know about Oust exactly?
You know they were a highly advanced civilization who brought to Earth the power to oppose the Quasters.
And that your headquarters are in the same subspace where the legacy of Eos is resting.
Is that all?
Well, that explains a very great deal. What do you mean? If you knew the truth about Eos, you'd see us, their destroyers, in a different light. Eos, the self-proclaimed divine civilization, she and hers were the scourge of the universe, acting self-righteously in the name of God.
Say what?
They were one of the oldest civilizations in the universe. They would often bestow intelligence to the native inhabitants of various planets.
Hey, isn't that just like the Woolgaroo? Now I get what Lilith meant.
Eos, the divine civilization, and the Woolgaroo, the hand of God, both are connected to a godly presence. It seems like God was just how they rationalized the idea of beings from other planets who brought them progress and evolution. When one of the races they nurtured developed a civilization that did not satisfy their requirements, they would erase that civilization. As their creators, they claimed to be taking responsibility for their own failure, you see.
That's just cruel! I see now, that is certainly the height of arrogance.
The Quasters were one of the many civilizations that incurred the wrath of Eos, becoming a target of their purge. But our ancestors fought back in the name of freedom and justice, and in the end, the target of destruction became the destroyer. That's right, we brought freedom and justice back to the universe.
How dare you! Miss Orchidacia!
She must want to confront the Quasters, her killers, directly. Oh my, what a surprise if it is the Lady Orchidacia, survivor of the divine civilization Eos. Yes, you're quite famous, the lone woman who kept opposing us hundreds of Earth years after Eos' end. Looks like you've chosen the Earthlings as your new tool for revenge.
Well, you want to restore order to the universe.
Order? Eos has no right to utter that word. You would punish in the name of God those who did not meet your standards. There was no order in what you considered peace.
That's because you fail to understand. Without someone to lead them, every living creature in the universe is doomed to chaos.
Fear not, as long as we Quasters exist, that will never happen. We will make sure that...
Who gave you the right?
Seems you have yet to realize where exactly you stand, Orchidacia. Whatever divinity you might have had was lost the moment you were defeated by your creation. In slaying the gods, we have become the new gods, simple natural progression. Unlike you, Lot, we are not ruled by arrogance and self-righteousness. We pass our judgment only through repeated experiments and debates. That is how we reach the truth.
Silence, you swine! How dare you talk back to your creators?
So confident even all by yourself. Or maybe that's just the arrogance of someone who yet fails to realize the truth. Hear me, Orchidacia. We, the pursuers of truth, will protect order in the universe in the place of Eos.
Silence, silence, silence! Be silent!
Miss Orchidacia, maybe you should calm down a bit.
What are you doing? The conversation's clearly meaningless. Kill him already, then send his small course back to them. That will teach them to defy us.
We can't do that. Attacking those who have requested dialogue can only worsen the situation.
I wasn't asking, Earthling. I was ordering.
Lady, I think you got some wires crossed. We are not your servants. Looks like there was some truth in what Karulum told us.
Which I respond very well. This feeling's just like those other times I felt like I was losing myself. Go now, my slaves, slaughter the Quasers.
Your wish is my command. All is the will of Eos. All is the will of Eos. What's going on?
Not sure, but I think she's sending orders directly into our brains.
Well, now I'm impressed by your force of will, Oz. You're actually resisting Eos's obedience gene without any assistance. Maybe first class, I realized that you were Eos's vanguard, but I never imagined you'd be able to reject her influence.
Kurula, what is an obedience gene?
It's a bit of genetic information that Eos would bury within their chosen species before bestowing them with intelligence. Eos would then exert their influence over those genes through a psychic signal called subjugation wave, ensuring the absolute obedience of their subjects.
My head feels like it's splitting. No, someone's entering my head. God damn it, I'm losing myself. I'll stop being me. Hang in there, guys. You have to stay strong. Why do you resist, St. Claus? I've always been fighting to protect my freedom. I'm going to keep doing so. My heart belongs to me and no one else. What? How? Orchidacia, I'm the only one who can choose how I live my life. I am not going to give up my future to you. Your future. Subjugation waves are weakening. You must have been overwhelmed by Oz's spirit. Still,
all is the will of Eos.
All is the will of Eos.
I'm not surprised it wouldn't work on aliens like myself or Momori, but why can't some of us break free from her control?
I think the only people still under control are officers from Military Academy 30. What? But why? Mitsuba, take lead of my servants and slaughter the Quasters. As you command, Mistress Orchidacia. Good girl, the time I spent nurturing you was worth it. Nurtured? You never noticed she's been under my control from the start. Huh? It all went exactly as Fikes and I planned. In order to control you as a group, I would occasionally manipulate Mitsuba's consciousness to direct her. Think that the captain was your puppet? Deep down, you were aware of this St. Claus. That's why you felt compelled to be close to her. Because the power you were gifted with was there so you could serve as Eos's vanguard. So that's what Commodore Fikes meant by being gifted. Yes, you were fated to be my servant from the moment you were born. Captain, everyone, we've been dancing to Eos's tune all along. Ah, but you're repulsive, Orchidacia. This very arrogance is the reason you were destroyed long ago. Enough! You won't leave this place alive, Quasters. Force my hand, I'll activate the Kailash Giri in orbit and have it fire on Antarctica. Wait, what? Hell, she made Commander Mitsuba keep the Kailash Giri to enact just for this? All hands, attack Karulum, don't let him escape. Now if I do to lead this planet down the right path, I fear I can't let you kill me. What do we do, Captain Bright? We absolutely can't ignore this. Whoa! Drystrugger's starting to move! This vessel is already under my control. Those who do not follow the will of Eos must be eliminated. That is why this vessel was created. All hands fall back. Prioritize your own safety. So you won't obey me? Then you'll get what you deserve. Orchidacia, how could you?
Is anybody surprised by this? Stats report. All members have been treated by the other ships. The only people left on the Drystrugger are those under Orchidacia's control. No response from the Drystrugger. Situation inside the ship is unclear.
Karulum is still in the Drystrugger as well.
Quasters incoming!
They never deployed such a formation before.
In other words, they're serious this time. Get ready to return fire. All ships deploy mobile teams. They gotta bring Oz along for this one, right? I mean, it's go time. Time to bring out all the big guns. Definitely need to bring her along in Phoenix, just so we can actually see what it does. Oh yeah, we need to bring along the Gaugai units, because they have some of their secrets coming here. And apparently we need to actually make sure that Hinoki and Keita are piloting the Kakuseigen V2 for this? I think that means they might need to be fielded as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay then, let's see. Done. Let's see, let's grab Celis, the Hainu, Zeta. We got one left. Oh, Hukaruga. Damn it, how are we supposed to take out a whole army without the Drystriker? We'll figure it out. Drystriker's not gonna fix itself, so we gotta make it through this. Are you alright, Oz? The Quasars are getting serious. I can't let a little headache slow me down. Besides, you can't leave the Drystriker like this. Come on, Oz. First we make it through this, then we take back the Drystriker from Orchidacia. Right, we have to rescue the captain and the whole crew. The first priority is to intercept the Quasars. All units commence the attack. And in the end, we never got to hear the conclusion Karulum mentioned. Might become apparent during this confrontation. The Orkusula Zong? The heck is the Orkusula Zong? I don't think that's... yeah. No? Okay, so that's a Zong. Oh great, they have a whole bunch of Zongs apparently. Or is it just two of them? I guess it's just two of them? Yeah, it looks like it's just two of them. So are we not supposed to actually have the NSX or something? Because it's kind of weird that they're not allowed to be fielded here. So my power is something Aeos gave me. Looking back, it was no coincidence I ended up in the Huckabine. But it was my decision to keep fighting. I'm not letting her take credit for that.
自分の意志で戦うんだ。ディープスラッシャー。行きなさい。回避運動でも攻めの姿勢を忘れない。もう一度仕掛ける。そのこれで。
Alrighty. Yeah, oh wait. I did disrupt, right? Yep, I did. Oh well, it is Ryoma. He's not really dodgy. Hell, him getting hurt makes him all the stronger. Gotta get as many kills as we can to start lowering the enemy's accuracy. Wait. Ryoma got barely touched there, apparently. Oh good, so Suzaku can at least do some dodging. Yeah, he can't really reach anybody else. He does not have very many good post-movement attacks, does he?
無人機ならある程度の動きは読める。タイミング一瞬だ。
I got someone up here to toss out an aura.
人工知能敵とあらば容赦はしませんいざ
I don't know if we can really describe the Quaster Zone AI units as going berserk, dude. Nope, he can't reach anybody unassisted. Wait. Oh wait, never mind. Mika's got this.
パターンが分かれば対策くらいするよあんたじゃ俺に捕まえた
It's also love out early to give them the fortune in game, basically. And that was 8 levels. Alrighty. Very nice damage. Well, now that I think about it, probably should have done this earlier. We have the SSB to do that a lot. Oh, okay, they're level. They're 101. Specifically want to get him a kill so that he gets some better range going. Very nice. We have started making a pretty nice sized dent on these guys, but we got a long way to go, looks like. Let's sell this, pick this one up. Oh boy. Y'all know what that means. People gonna die.
Gundam は伊達じゃないインファンネルいけ
We're already technically considered to be on higher battle points than the enemy.
けてたまるものか。闘志の首。
That's one hell of an eye laser.
お前たちに問う絆とは何だ。
俺はこっちだ。ウルトラマンは大きさじゃないんだよ。スペシウム光線だったね。
Of course he's popular. Oh gosh, really?
当たったらやばかった。一寸法師って知ってるか？リミッター解除。ただ全力で行く。吹き飛べ。
Ah, dang it. Double dang it! As Mazin powers up, at least.
対象のパワーを調査する。よし。やるな。ブレートに傷をつけた。
Yeah, that was a scratch, wasn't it?
ブレートの力を見せてやる。切り裂け。サンダー。
I am amazed he's still getting longsword throws off. Oh, you just made a big oops.
戦い方は分かってる。コンビネーションで追い詰める。網にかかった。そこ。戦争以上にうまくいった。
Man, he's just popular today. Oh wait, he got judgment. Oops. Wrong move. Just a bit expensive there. Oh good, most of you are in range now. Yeah, it didn't say we have a time limit on this sucker. That unlocked the Psycho attack, huh? Huh. I was surprised that with only a level 2 save energy, it only costs 48. Expecting it to cost quite a bit more. Shoot, wait. Dope. There's Lelouch. Oh, come on. Seriously, I was gonna abuse the hell out of that. Yeah, we got our commanders pretty decently spread, except for over there. Yeah, he has his,
Okay, it's a good thing I doubled that up. That wouldn't have done much damage otherwise. Oz will be fine and back behind enemy lines. Yeah, I don't really have the best positions for a bunch of map attacks, do I? Thankfully, only these two are in position to support defend each other, so that's nice. Oh, wait. Yeah, I guess this should surprise me. We can't one-shot one of these guys.
二人がいてくれるなら俺も羽ばたける
Was Rita, I mean not Rita, was Michelle really supposed to die back there? That attack really implies it. Gotta make sure it's a guarantee. Gets the AC behind. Very nice. Gotta try to get them to catch up a bit, you know? That guy would... Oh, barely survive. The jerk. Oh, someone's gotta do this. Still almost killed the freaking support defender. God Judgment only cost 50? I gave him save energy EX, didn't I? Yep. Like, I could have sworn that cost a lot more. Feel the power of a lighter! Come down to 13 now. Yeah, I figured a basic melee could kill that guy.
分かったよグリッドは 俺の相手をしてもらうぜ極限まで高知力を燃やすファイナルカイザーブレードパワーだお前たちに問う融和とは何
Yeah, we got 12 left, but not nearly enough moves to finish him off. Wait, that didn't kill him? Whoops. I thought that would. My bad.
This is for all those freaking pot shots you took at me. Nope. Wait, that's not enough to kill you? Really? Really? Oh no. Well, he does have wall up, so he should be fine. Yeah, to barely anything. Surprising no one.
お前たちに問う家族受ける
なんとか避けられた。大きさと強さは比例しない。これは全力で倒すっていう合図だ。うわー、とどめだ。
この結果も
Great Scott, are you seeing this? Someone hijacked the communication network of the entire solar system. What did you say? Incoming line, transmission to all lines. People of planet Earth, we are the Quasters, pursuers of the ultimate truth. We have recently subjected you to various tests with the aim of examining you from different perspectives. We have finally reached a conclusion. I have arranged this forum to allow every single one of you to listen to our judgment, that is, to the truth. What I'm about to say is of the utmost importance for the future of your civilization, so listen carefully and take it to heart. Truth that we the Quasters have reached is that you Earthlings are unworthy of existing. I have been evaluating the balancing scales of truth. On the right side, humanity's foolishness. On the left, its danger. In the end, the scales were tipped to the left. Humanity has proven how dangerous it is. If left to your own devices, you would eventually become a threat to other civilizations. For the sake of universal orders, we, the Quasters, have decided to annihilate humanity. This is the declaration of war from the Earth's new king, Carulum Vowel. I imagine you will disagree with our decision, but allow me to reiterate, you, humanity, brought this upon yourselves. We are not gods, thus we only examine the facts, draw a logical conclusion, and act accordingly. I hope that you follow reason and peacefully accept your fate. That is all I have to say. May you make most of the little time you have left. They're gonna annihilate humanity? So that's your answers, Quasters. How much better than us do those lowlifes think they are? Ultimate truth, my foot. They're doing whatever they want. Magister is impressive as ever. This way, humanity will be forced to think about their future. Carulum, you've given us your answer, and now we will too. We're gonna fight back with everything we have. And still you choose to resist. Your inability to accept the inevitable is beyond my comprehension. But this time, this is nothing you can do. The Tri-Striker, your best asset, is in that pitiful state. I think it's gonna be under Orchidasia's control for much longer. You're dead wrong. Captain, please open your eyes. Exo, Lian, Mavi, Miu, Irene, Aces, Jiquan, Kana, Rockin. Please remember your little fight. Isn't that the duty of the crew of the Tri-Striker? It seems Mitsuba's subjugation is wavering. Was it Oz's word, or was it his powerful will? Silence, Quaser, your time is coming! Now go tear that pig limb from limb! No, I don't want. What is the meaning of this? Why aren't you obeying me? Well, it seems we was able to reach out to more than just Mitsuba. Ah, St. Claus, why are you still fighting us? You had the gift, do you not? You certainly never bore me. I think they got Oz's gender mixed up again with the translation. I'm gonna guess that for these lines, they just put he in and don't change it based on if it's Oz or Edge in the driver's seat. Silent, shut up, Quasters! I do pity you, Orchidacia, still clinging to a glory long gone. I just have to intensify the subjugation waves, then nobody will be able to resist, not even those with recessive obedience genes. Yes, every single Earthling will become my soldier. That's quite enough, Orchidacia. Who, you? Sorry, but your revenge ends here. What is this? Huh? What was I? How is this possible? They should be under my control. Though I've been working on a device that negates subjugation waves on the side. Looks like I finished setting up in the nick of time. You what? Simply put, it's an application of Saikamu tech. It replicates the psycho waves of someone with a strong resistance to your subjugation waves. Specifically, the psycho waves of the one person who carries the obedience gene but will never submit to you. Ah, Saint Claus. As to its effectiveness, well, you can see for yourself. The Dry Striker clue is no longer under your control. How are you able to act of your own accord, Mavie Hawkins? You're supposed to be under my full control like Mitsuba. Simple. I thought this might happen, so I prepared accordingly. Okay, I'll be honest, I was saved by the Dry Striker's ace in the hole. What?
Orchidacia, both you and the Quasars have greatly underestimated us, Earthlings. We're taking back the Dry Striker and everything we hold dear.
What's this? It's time you went back to sleep in the deepest recesses of the Dry Striker systems. No, you can't do this to me. I am Orchidacia, the divine civilization Eos.
Thank you for the power you've granted us, but from now on, we will be protecting our planet of our own accord from now on. Man, Orchidacia was a threat for, what, 2 seconds?
Carillium, you escaped.
This is Lieutenant Reynold Harden of the Dry Striker. We have broken free of Orchidacia's influence and recovered control of the ship.
XO? We owe this victory to our XO. We may have been dancing to Orchidacia's tune, but in the end, she was dancing in the XO's headspace. Really?
I've been preparing for this very day. We don't need to fear Eos any longer. Now we fight by our own free will. What happened to Orchidacia?
She's sealed deep within the ship's system. She's not getting out of there anytime soon.
Does your foolishness have no end, Earthlings? How do you plan on fighting us without Eos's favor? Are we truly the fools here, Carullum?
Do you really not see that you're contradicting yourselves?
You have rebuked Eos for their arrogance in the past, and yet you now follow them in their footsteps. You're wrong. We're nothing like those Shiva and hers. The fact that you must be annihilated is the truth. We have reached after a series of tests and debates. You're arrogantly pushing a choice you've made by yourselves onto us.
Yeah, we can never agree to that. It's true that there are a lot of bad people out there, but there's also plenty of good people. You can't lump them all together and raise them because you feel like it.
That is the answer reached by the Magister and the Masters. In other words, that is the ultimate truth.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Carullum, you'll never be a king.
Excuse me?
At the end of the day, you're only doing whatever this Magister person tells you to do. What's kingly about blindly following someone else's orders without thinking for yourself? I'm blindly following someone else's orders? Wake up, Carullum, you're a puppet and the Magister is pulling your strings.
Odds I won't allow you to besmirch the Quasars any further.
Oh, looks like you're speaking up for yourself for once. I like you better this way. Come on, Carullum, let's settle this.
No, not this time.
Are you running away?
Dry crews, you're going to realize how powerless you are without Eos's favor. But rest assured, even after you fall, we will still be there. He kept up the pleasant gentleman act even on his way out.
Something about what he said bothers me. Could it be that new enemy is coming? What is it, Go?
The dimensional distortion caused by the 4 pillars of light are gathering here in Antarctica. What does that mean exactly? The dimensional boundaries of this area are going to collapse.
And from that rift will come? Run away.
I heard a voice in my head.
Run away, hurry. I think it's a girl. It's the Limpid Channel. Then this voice belongs to...
It's Sakura! This is Sakura's will, I'm sure of it.
She's reaching out to us from the wormhole.
It's coming. It's crossing the wormhole to come here to Antarctica.
It's coming, the Conqueror King.
Conqueror King Genesik!
I thought the Conqueror King was sealed in Jupiter. Why is it showing up on Earth? By crossing a wormhole, time and space lose all meaning.
And since the dimensional boundaries are pretty brittle here, it just needs a little push, huh? Well, what does it want? The annihilation of all intelligent life, just like we wanted when we were its thralls. So our final battle will take place in Antarctica. Wait, Darian is linked to the Betterman Gaigar movie? Look, it's the Zero Robots that vanished alongside the Conqueror King at Jupiter.
Inoki, if we heard Sakura through the Limpid Channel... Yeah, Sakura must be inside the Conqueror King.
The hell? This is the worst case scenario. Even so, we must fight. If we don't stop it, it'll destroy humanity.
But Guy...
Don't get me wrong, we're gonna defeat the Conqueror King and save Sakura. We can't do one without the other.
Now we're talking.
Never give up, no matter the hardship. That's how brave fights. Captain, the Dry Striker is ready for combat. Please take command.
Captain? Captain, you should fall back and let the XO handle the rest. But if you think you can do something, then do it the best way you can. That's what you taught me, and that's the way you are. The way I am, a determination that I will never yield. All hands, prepare for battle. Captain!
Aye, Captain. All hands prepare for battle. We're gonna hit Conqueror King Genesik with everything we have. Concurrently, we will rescue Sakura Akamatsu, who is presumably to be inside of it. Copy that, Captain Mitsuba. Come on, guys. Let's show the Quasers and Orchidacia what we can do. Yeah, go humans, go! Hang in there, Sakura. We're coming for you. Come on, Conqueror King Genesik. It's time we finish this once and for all. Yeah, we gotta make sure that Gao Gaigar, or the Kakuseigen V2 kills the Conqueror King Genesik Gao Gaigar. Ugh.
当たってないからね。逃がすわけないだろう。ちょうどいい距離だ。
I don't think we really need to bust out another Shinshine Spark right here. Well, Mitsuba's feeling great. Don't think of anything else, just focus on the present time. Mitsuba Grey Valley, capture the Dry Stars, leader of the Dry Cruise. I will carry out my final duty. Honestly, I figured we are gonna lose Mitsuba for a while here. Those guys can only move 2 spaces a turn, the hell? Unfortunately, they're all way over here. Actually, wait. Oh, I can only grab Kaido from there. Oh, nice. Alrighty. Well, that just gave her 8 levels. Nice. Honestly, we're not gonna do too much this turn. Just trying to get everybody dragged up here. She can shoot it down with a photon rifle, really? Fine, she gets to be our vanguard up here then. Eh. Save our energy for next turn. You know, so secretly hoping to possibly get an achievement here. Basically, you have to counterattack. Well, hit something with a counter-effective weapon, which all of her weapons count as that now, since she's got the... well, all of the skills, because, yeah, she's got full counter. So, technically all of her weapons should count, I think? Oh, never mind. Seriously, with just the beam sword. Oh, I didn't actually take a look at what Genesik Gao Gaigar looks like, did I? Oh my gosh! She can actually get perfect dodge numbers against him.
必ず助け出します。できることを精一杯やろう。力を貸してキックバインサーティ全てを解き放るキャノン当たれ。
It's got potential level 9? I guess that's it. It also has its own hell or heaven, apparently. Okay, does it look like she should kill it? Just in case. Don't want to go screwing this up.
さくらさん、必ず助け出します。やるよ。キュッキュバインサーティブラックホールキャノンセット。今すべてを解き放つインパクト。こちら戦場では臆病なぐらいがいいから。もう一度仕掛ける。ためらってる場合じゃない。
Oh, second attack. That Kingdom Unconquer's thralls for you. That thing's no pushover. Could take us all down a single hit if we're not careful. Now what makes it fun? It's the ultimate thrill. Draiko, don't worry about Sakura. Just give it everything you have. Chief Akamatsu, if any of you were to die because you were trying to save Sakura, I couldn't. Raise your head, Chief Akamatsu. As a father, you're the last person who should be crying right now. But look at them. There's not a single soul out there who has given up. Please have faith in us, Chief Akamatsu. We're gonna save Sakura and beat the Conqueror King, we swear. And that's the GGG way. That's the Dry Cruise way. Everyone, please save my Sakura. That's the words we were looking for. Don't worry, Chief. We're gonna save her without fail. It's just me, or is this thing stronger than it was back at Jupiter? Its G-Stone must be reacting to Sakura's bravery. Why is it 000 so bent on destroying humanity? Does it hate us so much? No, that is not the case. It doesn't hate anything. In fact, it's not thinking anything at all. Correct, 000 is a natural phenomenon, so to speak. Think of it as a hurricane, a cosmic scale one at that. Back when we were Conqueror's thralls, we never felt any hatred for mankind. We were only driven by a single thought: we should not go against cosmic law. But we humans always fight back against natural disasters that threaten our existence since the dawn of time. This is no different. You are correct, children of man. Booyah! I knew the Betterment would come to save us. Like you, we also inhabit this planet. Today, Somnium and man stand together against the Aura of Dawn. Yeah, this is the fate of every living creature. Let's fight together, Somnium. Give it everything you have, warriors. It's the time for bravery. Roger. Don't hold anything back. We lose here, it's literally the end of our universe, so fire yourselves up. If anything ends today, it's not going to be our universe, it's going to be you, Conqueror King. We work together, there's nothing we cannot overcome. We're going to beat you, rescue Sakura, and save the entire universe. Yeah, we're not allowed to let this guy die. Oh wait, he's actually controllable. Huh, interesting. Kinda weird that he doesn't actually, like, have the other dudes with him as, like, sub-pilots or something? Good God, look at that. Energy and HP regeneration there. He also has max morale, too, apparently. And of course, his mech isn't upgraded at all.
That's his only defensive spirit is 4C? The decisive battle against the Hour of Dawn. Sarai will require your powers. Very well. Take heed, the true goal of Somnium lies beyond this battle. Oh, that was a thing.
高い音もあろうもの
Conqueror King, you're up against the power of life you hate so much. Get a raise! Like many scum before, you're also going to have to realize just what kind of power humans have and how terrifying Getter is.
てめえをぶっ壊すのは桜を助けた後だ。ドラゴンのパワーを極限まで引き出す。タイミングを合わせろ。ゲッターシャイン。シャインスパーク。
And of course, its freaking damage is getting heavily reduced by its potential now. Good God. Aw, Koji didn't get a line. Yeah, we're getting there. He has no chance of hitting Amuro.
介入ガンダムは伊達じゃない。照準を合わせるまでもない。いけ。
Oh God. Yep. Where is... There he is.
I just had. Okay, that's untranslated apparently.
叩き続ければ壊れる。余計な鎖は外してやるから。ミス。ほら。捕まえた。
These two should be able to do it now. We're up against Conqueror King Genesis, Mamor. You know what that means, right? I know, this isn't an opponent we can yield to for even a moment. Even so, we'll definitely rescue Sakura. Bend the universe without sacrificing a single life. Achieving that is what makes us braves.
お前たちとの戦い、今日こそ終わらせる。守る。二人で決めるぞ。あんなヘロ。
Good God! I guess it's only fitting Guy be the one to finish this, right? Right? Did that on purpose. Conqueror King, we're taking Galleon back! We're going to rescue Sakura and we will protect our universe and our future!
サクラを傷つけずにシステムチェインダブルハンガーコネクターゴルディオンダブルハンマーヘルハンマーヘル
I really hope that this is them pulling Sakura out with that move right there before doing this. And Guy just jumped out the level rankings. We did it! Mamoru, Yukimi, Renee, we need to do this together. Got it! Hell and heaven! Gengiru Gango Gufo Vita! Sakura is safe. Well done, brave ones. Sakura! It's finally over, Guy. Conqueror King Genesis has been defeated. The threat of 000 is no more. He's standing over there, is it? Shame about Genesis, though. I really want to see Guy pilot Genesis Gao Gaigar. Don't worry, extracted its GS right, so damage from the explosion was relatively small. So Genesis Gao Gaigar can be revived? I think so. Bring Genesis and Miss Sakura aboard the GGG division ship. Then we'll start considering ways to restore Genesis Gao Gaigar. You'll look forward to the return of the strongest King of Braves. Gallia, once again, we fight together. Past and present, my battle continues alongside the two Galleons. Now then. Hold on, better man Lamia. The Conqueror's thralls are defeated. Shouldn't this bring an end to your own battle as well? No, not yet. Source of evil, we Somnium have no future as long as you exist. Oh, hold on a minute, what's that supposed to mean? Is the source of evil Guy? As the Betterman and Guy, are the Betterman and Guy going to fight? Would you say the same even if I decided not to have any offspring? Huh? If Makoto and I were to have children, they'd be evoluters too. This fact could become a seed of conflict down the line then. That is a choice we expected you to make. However, we are still fated to be in conflict. I see. In that case, I accept your challenge, Betterman Lamia. Even if you could stand against the Conqueror King, I will not lose to you. That day will come soon, evoluter Guy. Guy, about what Lamia said. What about your children? I'm sorry to worry you like this. You've heard correctly. Mikoto and I want to live on. We must fight against the Bettermen. For her sake, I will not accept defeat, Lamia. Captain Mitsuba, Commodore Fikes is inbound. Would I be correct to assume that this was all part of the Commodore's plan, XO? Yes, ma'am. If you need further details, please ask him directly. I think I will. We need to be as ready as we can be for the challenge that the humanity is about to face. In short, this is all part of an elaborate plan of yours, Commodore Fikes. I won't make any excuses. In fact, I will also acknowledge that I deliberately used all of you to ensure its realization. Would you mind telling us how this all started?
Of course, it was 8 years ago when we were recovering the ship that became the base for the Drystrugger. That was when Orchidacia, a survivor of the divine civilization Eos, made contact with me, the man in charge of the operation. Didn't take long for her to bring me under her control through the obedience gene.
The subjugation waves.
As you know, the obedience gene's receptiveness varies widely between individuals. Of course, Orchidacia was aware of this fact, thus to make sure we fall under her control, she emitted subjugation waves at their full output. As a result, with the exception of myself, all the people present first lost their minds and then their lives. What? That mean, had Orchidacia unleashed her full power, you might have shared their fate. As I was the only survivor, Orchidacia decided to make use of me to increase the number of her useful pawns. To ensure my own safety, she reduced the intensity of the subjugation waves. After about 3 years, I was finally able to break free from her control.
That sounds easy when you put it that way, but you can't just wish the waves off. You must have done something borderline crazy to accomplish that.
I can't deny that in order to reject her domination, one requires a very strong will, and resort to a very primitive method to accomplish that. I found that I could keep my free will through physical pain.
Through pain?
A method full of risks. You could have easily lost your life. I had no other choice. It was either that or remain under her control. Now I can say that I won that bet. I was able to feign loyalty while preparing my counter move. At the same time, I started gathering those who had woken to the special powers of Eos as per instructions.
That must have been the lab we were in, Organization A. Now I see what we were doing there.
Military Academy 30 was part of that plan as well. Whoa, slow down. You're telling us we were involved in all this too, Commodore? That's exactly what I'm telling you. The Academy was a gathering ground for individuals with particularly receptive obedience genes. In other words, those who would become the perfect pawn to the hands of Orchidacia.
Then the original crew that died in action?
That was a false report I created. You were intended to be the crew of the Drystrugger from the very beginning.
I can't believe this. We were so frantic back then because we thought it was an emergency. Had you told us the truth, we might have prepared better. Like I said, I deliberately used you. Even if some of you were to die or were to completely fall under Orchidacia's rule, those would have been acceptable losses as long as the Drystrugger could be a weapon capable of protecting humanity. That's all that mattered to me. For the love of... do our lives have any worth to you? I must repeat myself, I'm not trying to make any excuses. Feel free to hate me. If you want off the ship now that Orchidacia is contained, I'll get the paperwork. I understand that you're upset, but I suggest listening to the good commander a little longer. Were you aware of his plan, Chief Mavie? I had an inkling. You don't really let a bunch of rookies fresh out of school crew a secret military weapon, you know. So I started looking for a common trait shared by all the initial crew. That is, the Military Academy 30 graduates. That's when I found that we all shared a certain genetic trait. The obedience gene. My theory was confirmed the moment I found that Oz carried the same gene. The runaway girl that happened to share our same genetic trait was put in charge of another secret weapon. I was sure that was the key to the mystery. But I couldn't investigate any further using the equipment aboard the Drystrugger. The risk of being intercepted or monitored was too high, so every time we docked somewhere, I'd get off the ship and continue my work elsewhere in secret. Well, until the XO noticed, that is. I'm guessing the XO was your spy, Commodore Fikes?
Not quite. He was my ace in the hole. Officially, he was there to provide support for the inexperienced crew of the Drystrugger. But the truth is, I chose him for his genetic trait. His obedience gene was one of the least receptive ever recorded. I honestly didn't know about the plan. I was only instructed to support you from behind the scenes. But my duties consisted of observing your behavior and reporting it to the Commodore. As told, it was to monitor your mental health. Incidentally, the Commodore suggested that there might be a spy aboard the ship, that I should only ever make my reports off-board. Thanks to his reports, I was able to bring Mavie Hawkins into my plan.
With that said, I only figured out a way to deal with Eos after the Pillar and Andes. Anything longer than that, and I would have had my own share of bad time.
Chief Mavie almost fell under her control at one point, but I was able to treat her in secret. At the time, we were already setting up a countermeasure of the subjugation wave, see?
After that, I pretended to be under Orchidacia's control. I have to say, fooling her was quite the thrill. Then the XO and I worked together to finalize the anti-subjugation wave device.
Even so, had the timing not been perfect, Orchidacia would have unleashed her waves at full power and everyone would most likely have died. That's why I couldn't reveal any of this. Forgive me for keeping this from you, Captain.
You made the right call, XO. Thank you for all the hard work you've been doing for us. Honestly, I'm amazed, XO. The bumbling fool act was just to trick Orchidacia, huh? That was so believable. Oh no, that's just normal Reynold. An act so convincing requires a level of craftiness that he simply lacks. That's not a compliment, maybe. If there's anyone else we should all thank, that would be Oz. Me? That's right, Orchidacia's obsession with you gave us the opening we needed. Without you, wouldn't have been able to activate the anti-subjugation wave system. Dang, Oz, you're surprisingly awesome. You're way more than a random runaway. That's no surprise. I always knew she was awesome. I have no idea what I was doing. It was as if I was in a trance. But Orchidacia said, forget what she said. There's no point to any of it. Chief Mavie, what's Orchidacia's status? All green. She's sealed behind 5 tiers of the security lock. Deep within our system, she won't be able to do anything. The Dry Striker can be operated through the subsystem we prepared beforehand. Good. To me, this feels like the end of a major chapter of my life. Commodore Fikes, I don't have anything else to add. Do you have any questions? What should we be doing moving forward? Now the Quasars have dipped their hand, we should answer accordingly. Don't forget that the Quasars are not our only enemies. I'm expecting every other organization out there to start making their own preparations. With Orchidacia guns, there a point to us being on the Dry Striker? As I mentioned earlier, if you want to transfer away, I'll make it happen. Please stop treating us like puppets dancing in your play. Oh? Maybe it's true that we all boarded the Dry Striker as a part of a plan you and Orchidacia laid out, but that's not the reason we've been risking our lives all this time. We've been doing it because we believe in our cause. He's right, I'm going to keep fighting because I want to. We're proud of being in the Dry Cruise. Doesn't matter how it all started, we come this far, might as well see it through. Alright then, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. We're not doing it for you, we're going to keep fighting for our sake, and for the sake of those we hold dear. I'll be working with Staff HQ on an anti-Questor strategy. Keep operating as an autonomous corps, as you've always done. Follow your judgment and act as you see fit. Yes, sir. Commodore Fikes, may I have a moment of your time before you leave? There's something I'd like to discuss. Very well, we'll talk in your quarters. We'd like that, sir. I may add some final words. I know I've said it before, but it bears repeating. The outcome of this battle rests on your shoulders. But these words hold a different meaning now. You may have been pawns in Orchidacia's revenge plot before, but now you, the Dry Crews, are a true autonomous corps. All this great power is at your disposal. I know that you will use it the right way. There's nothing else I can do. I can send messages and handle cleanup, but I leave the rest in your capable hands. Dry Crews, keep out the good fight for the sake of the future and peace of humanity.
Pardon me. The XO asked me to see how you're doing. Not just him, I guess. Captain Bright, Koji, Amuro, Izuru, Yuda, Kalin, Hikaru, Daba. Everyone in the Dry Cruise is worried about you. You know, the XO really surprised me today. It was kinda cool, huh? I really see him in a new light. What did you and Commodore talk about? He told me about your past, Oz. I'm sorry, I asked him about it. I wanted to know more about you. Guess I can't handle it anymore then. Now you know I'm not normal. My power was something I got from the divine civilization Eos. If you had told them, they'd all look at you differently. I mean that in a good way. They would have all helped heal those wounds you still have. There's no need for that anymore. You've all been there for me already, especially you, Captain. What happened to me? It's all in the past now. There's one thing I finally understood, though. All that harsh training I've gone through was all for the sake of resisting Orchidacia. I wouldn't have been able to reject her otherwise. Not that it makes me feel any better about the days I spent at the lab, though. You told me that you wanted to protect me, but that too must have been a task engraved into your genes. Captain, it was not me you wanted to protect, but the version of me under Orchidacia's rule. No, that's not it. I've been fighting all this time for your sake, for everything you've taught me. That hasn't changed now that Orchidacia is no longer here. That's how I know it's my decision to fight for you. You're strong, Oz, but I'm afraid I don't believe in myself the way you do. I can't tell whether I've been fighting this long because I wanted to or because Orchidacia wanted me to. It's true that you've acted weird a few times, but you're still yourself, Captain. You're the person who taught me all those important things. But if myself is just my inner Orchidacia, how do I know whether my answers to Karulum's questions were my own? If our current situation is the result of her influence over me, then the Quasars just wanted to rattle you. Don't take it seriously. You're being kind, but I don't think I can look any of you in the face anymore. Captain, look me in the eye. I can't. Look at me, Mitsuba. Oz? I was the same as you are now back then. I was afraid of everything and I couldn't bear to make eye contact. Even though I didn't want to get close to anyone, I still wanted someone to be nice to me. That's when I met you. Thanks to you, I was able to change, so this time I want to be the one helping you change. What do you mean? If you're not sure who you are, then we'll find a new you. It was the same for me back when I escaped from the lab. I thought I had lost everything, but I kept searching and searching until I was able to discover so much. I am here today as you see me thanks to you, Captain Mitsuba. So you're saying I haven't lost everything because I still have you? Yes, not just me, you have the XO, Leon, Mavie, all the Dry Striker's crew, and everyone in the Dry Crews. Thank you, Oz. You're finally looking at me. Yes, that's how I could realize that you've also been crying. If you keep your face down, you'll never see anything. Nothing will ever change. This is something I learned from you, Oz. Captain, I want to swear it again. I will fight at your side. I want to protect you and help you protect everything you hold dear. Oz. Let's go. Everyone's waiting for your speech, Captain. Okay, I've moped enough. It's time to be the captain again. But when it comes to the two of us, I want you to call me Mitsuba like you did a few moments ago. Sorry, didn't mean. That was the heat of the moment. You're the one who can't look into my eyes now. It's because I'm so embarrassed. Aw, you're blushing. That's cute. I had no idea you could be such a tease. But I am. This is my true self. Thank you, Oz. I know you have your own share of scars. I want to fight by your side to protect everyone in future and peace. Today I make a new start as the captain of the Dry Striker, as the leader of the Dry Crews. For the future of humanity, I will unite the world together alongside my beloved comrades.
Ooh, Spirit of Steel. That's usually like one of the best defensive, well, like armor-based equips.
We received official orders from the EFFHQ. We're to stand by near the Solomon Islands.
Orders from on high, so that we're not... Okay.
The Tricruits will now head directly to the Solomon Islands.
Are we not allowed to, like, do any, like, side missions anymore, maybe? I don't know. Which one is this? Future, it's... Oh! Okay, that's, like, the... We're already doing the last bit for the Gao Gaigar guys. Guess we gotta fight Betterman Lamia and all that. Wait. Wait. It's what expression regrets about the protagonist's past. I don't know why, but I always find that kind of stuff hilarious. It's like the game is like, oh god, we have, like... Well, actually, you know, for that, wouldn't they be able to just, like, just call up wherever the... whatever you name the protagonist is, like, name, and put it in there? Would it really be all that hard to put Oz/Edge there? Oh well. But that's something for next time, I think. So we're officially in the endgame now. I don't know how many missions we got left, but I do know that we're in deep now. Well, I mean, we just made our decision to go into the final stretch, I guess. Usually we have about 5 missions at that point, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Guess we'll just have to find out. So, thank y'all for coming on out, and hopefully you'll join me again next time as we, well, finish up a whole bunch of plot lines, I think. See you later.